Howdy folks and welcome to Brain Rotters. Marvel will release exclusively on Instagram today the new trailer for What If Episode 2. We're going to be talking about a what if T'Challa became a Star-Lord. That is our next episode. We're going to be breaking the trailer down, so stay with me and all its Easter eggs. First, we get that same initial shot from last week's episode on What If, where the screen shows reality changing, and this time it reads, in the 1980s, Ego the Living Planet dispatched a crew of Ravagers in search of his son. Led by Yondu, the Ravagers abducted a child from Missouri, but then it was promptly changed to Wakanda instead of Missouri. I just want to talk about how awesome it is that we get the TV screens from the Loki show to reveal the reality that we will be in, changing, and the fact that whatever changes are being literally backspaced out and replaced could be symbolism that there's an actual person behind that screen at the TVA, which is just a theory, but mind you, what if behind that screen making those changes in this new multiverse is our evil Kang that we know now runs the TVA as of the end of Loki. There's even an audible typing in the background, so expect that reveal behind the end of the screen at the end of the season. You can see that Yondu is yelling at the Ravagers that abducted T'Challa, calling them morons, so I can see that being Kraglin or Taserface or someone. You can see a young boy's on a hologram at the side of the screen here, and I think that young boy is young Peter Quill, which is just Yondu pulling up a picture of him to show Kraglin or whoever that they are. We're supposed to pick up Peter Quill, not T'Challa. The fact that Djimon Hounsou's character knows T'Challa from T'Challa's adventures across the galaxy is awesome because it is a twist on the Star-Lord name. We know that from the first Guardians, no one knew who Star-Lord was, never even heard of him, especially Hounsou's character, but in this, it's actually flipped. T'Challa has brought the legendary outlaw side of Star-Lord to the Star-Lord name. So whatever T'Challa has been up to as Star-Lord, it's universe known. We can see that T'Challa still fights them, and we know that from previous trailers that T'Challa actually has Djimon Hounsou's character join the Ravagers, so we'll see how that plays out in this episode. There is a flip on the gravity mine that T'Challa uses. See, Peter Quill's gravity mine sucks people into the mine, but T'Challa's instead has a type of propulsion tech that propels the enemies from the mine. Nebula has blonde hair, and herself in the comics has instead black hair, but besides the point, we know Nebula to be robotic and to sound robotic as a result of Thanos implementing her with robotics every time Gamora defeated her in combat. This was to help Nebula be stronger, but we know that was traumatic for her. Instead, Nebula actually looks normal. I guess it's that either Thanos never kidnapped her in the first place, or it's Gamora in this episode is the robotic one, and Nebula won in each combat. Now, in other What If trailers, we see Gamora is wearing Thanos armor, so I can't tell if she's fully a robot, but whatever the case, we could get a different one in this separate reality. Hey, you made it this far, you might as well subscribe if you're new, as well as hitting that bell for notifications so you don't miss another video just like this one. Nebula says she has a job for someone, probably T'Challa, and it's likely the reason why T'Challa goes to retrieve the Power Stone in the first place, being that Nebula commissioned him to do so, but because, like, what if Nebula is searching for all the stones in this reality, not just Thanos? Nebula does wield the gauntlet in the comics too, so we could see that play out. We close the trailer with scenes from where T'Challa is on Nowhere in the Collector's room, jumping on all the Collector's collectibles, and it's likely from the scene in which T'Challa and Yondu are kicking the crap out of a really ripped Collector. And the final shot of the trailer is the Watcher telling us the title of the episode, What If T'Challa Became a Star-Lord. Notice how it says a Star-Lord, meaning out there in the cosmos there are many Star-Lords. Maybe with the What If series having Ego pick up Peter from Earth, we could see Peter still become Star-Lord, but the issue with that is Star-Lord is the name that Peter's mom would call Peter, so the only way for there to be a Star-Lord name out there is to pick up if Peter Quill does become Star-Lord eventually. It's very important that he is picked up and does embody the Star-Lord name, because a Star-Lord implies there to be many Star-Lords. I don't know, what do you think? Let me know your thoughts. Hey, thank you all so much for watching. What did you think of this breakdown, this trailer breakdown of episode 2? Are you hyped for episode 2? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you all so much for watching, and have a great rest of your day.